Hello and welcome to another May Arts video. My name is Latrice and I'd like to share with you today how I created this cute little Valentine's Day treat bag using Hero Arts stamps. We're sharing our blog this week with the fabulous designers of Hero Arts. They really could not be nicer people and they really could not make a better product. So the stamp that I'm using today is one of their new large background stamps. It's the leaf and floral background, and it's this one here. And I love that it has like a text print in it. And this is probably, when I got this in the mail, I was so excited. This is probably one of my favorite background stamps that they have ever made, and I own quite a few of them. So this one is really awesome. Another product I'm using is the Echo Park Valentine's Day line. I've been using this one lots lately. It's called Yours Truly, and I use the 6x6 pad for smaller projects. I just love the colors in it. It's got some black, some cream, some white, red, pink. It's really fun, and the patterns are really great. So what I did for this one here is I thought it would be so cool to white emboss over the pattern paper. And I really like how it came out. And then I'll show you how I did the hearts, and I just added my little sentiment down here. Alright, so let's get started. Alright, so all you need is, I've got my plaid pattern paper here. Okay, and this is just a pink tone. And then I've got a border punch is what you'll need. This is Border Punch by EK Success. And I've already done my leftover piece of red. And then I've got these treat bags with the little circle window. I found these online. I buy them in bulk when I know I'm going to do treats for either my daughter's class or just give them as gifts at the holidays. So I bought a bunch of these online. I know there's a few different shops you can buy them from. Paper Tray Inc. or Tailored Expressions also sell them. And then I've got some May Arts twisted burlap string. It's very similar to the thin burlap string, but it's got like 3 or 4 twists in it, twisted all together, so it's a little bit thicker. And then I've got like this. This is a really old punch that I had, just a small heart punch. So you can either use your die cutting machine, or if you have a small heart punch, use that. Alright, so what we're going to do first is we are going to heat emboss our background stamp onto this. So I've got my Versamark all nice and juicy, and since this one has more of a solid image, you really want to get good coverage on your stamp. Alright, so now that I've got that all nice and inked up, I turn my paper over. I'm going to stamp on this side, so I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to press down, hold with one hand, and smooth it with the other. Now you could use a stamp press or a large block for this, but I just find this is much easier. This is a trick that actually I learned from Jennifer McGuire. Alright, so now I can move that aside, and I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle my white powder on here. Alright, and then I'm going to heat emboss this. Alright, so now that I've got that heat embossed, I'm going to just wave that around to let it cool off, and it cools off pretty quickly. Alright, I'm going to grab my bag and my border punch here, and what I'm going to do is just punch along this bottom with my border punch. And then I just want to layer my red scallop right over that. Alright, so let me zoom you in just a little bit here so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to layer these two over each other. I'm lining my scallops up. You could definitely offset these if that's what you want to do. And then I'm just going to use my scissors to trim that off. Alright, so the next step is I need to find where the top of my paper will be. So I'm going to fold that down because I know that that top of the bag will be folded closed. Alright, and then I can kind of measure where this will be by just kind of making a little bit of a fold there. And then I can trim that off. Alright, so now I can attach my hearts to the side here. And I'm just putting a little tiny bit of adhesive. Because what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go over to my sewing machine and I'm going to sew just a straight line onto these hearts. Okay, so now I'm back and I've gone ahead and added that straight line stitch between my hearts. I've gone ahead and put some adhesive on the back of this to add to the front of my bag. I'm going to unfold the top of my bag so that I can place the scallop right above the window, and then the top of the bag will be covered by the fold. Alright, and then next I have an older Valentine's Day stamp from Hero Arts also, and I'm just going to stamp that in the bottom of my bag. Alright, so now what you can do is you can fill your bag with treats at this point and then go ahead and fold the top of that closed. Okay, and then I fluff up my hearts or fold them up. The stitching is what's holding it to the bag, so I fluff those up so that they're 3D. You can always add a little adhesive behind there to hold those two sides up, but I just leave it just in case someone wants to tuck it in their purse or whatever. Alright, so the last step is to add a little bit of May Arts string, and I'm doing that with 2 little pieces of tape, but your bag would be filled at this point. 2 little pieces of tape, wrap it around 2 times, and then a second piece of tape. And then trim that off. Alright, so there you have a really fun Valentine's Day bag that you can fill with anything. You could make homemade cookies. You can see here I just filled mine with Valentine's Day lollipops. So thanks very much for visiting the May Arts blog. Please visit the Hero Arts blog. Their designers have created some fabulous creations for you. And don't forget to leave your comments to be entered into our drawings for some great ribbon and some great stamps. And please visit us for the rest of the week. Thanks. Bye.